A picture on the internet is impossible to erase, no matter how illegal or illicit it may be. Now 4 victims of child pornography are taking legal action, not only against those who produce the pictures of them, but those who possess them. As we first told you last night, one of those victims and the law firm representing her are right here in Central Illinois. The issue of restitution is now being debated across the country. At the crux of the argument is whether the mandatory restitution section of the Violence Against Women Act supports restitution for possession of child pornography. So far, each circuit has a different stance on that issue. The 7th Circuit, which covers Central Illinois, has yet to make a ruling. But in the 5th Circuit Court of Appeals, in conflict with other federal circuits, it recently ruled in favor of the victims. And it's a ruling many believe is headed straight to the Supreme Court. But now, for the first time, a victim is speaking out about her abuse, her life today, and why she wants the people who exploit her to pay. In a world you would never want to be a part of, Jennifer, as we'll call her, is famous.
I try not to think about it, but when I do, it's a weird feeling. Would they recognize me now if they saw me?
In the early days of the internet and digital cameras, Jennifer was a child living in Central Illinois when her father sexually abused her and circulated images of the abuse across the internet. Federal prosecutor Tom Keith handled her case 10 years ago and says to this day he has never seen anything like it.
Her first images are when she's 4 years old, and it covers up through almost to her 13th birthday.
Keith, with the help of computer forensic scientists and Peoria police detective James Feehan, found the images and put a stop to her abuse.
He ultimately pled guilty in federal court to production of child pornography and was sentenced for a long period of time in the Federal Bureau of Prisons.
The problem, Feehan says, is the damage of circulating Jennifer's images is irreversible.
We found out later that she was one of the most widely distributed series of child pornography on the internet worldwide. And I still continue to see her images today.
The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children has found more than 47,000 images of Jennifer's abuse in nearly 5,000 cases dating back to 2002.
What happened to me was in the past, but it's not in the past if it's still happening. So it's constantly happening.
And it's not nearly over. Each time someone is found with Jennifer's images, the wounds are opened again.
It's weird because it doesn't seem like there's that many people, but there are so many people, especially when I was getting all of the notifications myself. It was like it was a lot a week. I would get them and there'd be a reminder, oh, somebody else looked at your pictures. Oh, somebody else looked at your pictures.
Jennifer is fighting back. She spoke before the Department of Justice alongside U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder about the need for a comprehensive strategy to combat child exploitation.
They're using me in those pictures.
Now she's asking those convicted of possessing the pictures that torture her every single day to pay her.
I've never been a person of revenge, but I do want them to get caught so that they don't hurt anybody.
You've only got about 4 law firms in the United States doing this. I'm glad we're one of them doing it here in Peoria, Illinois.
Now her lawyers at Cusack, Gilfillan, and O'Day received those notifications and have responded to 250 of them with the request that if that person is convicted, they pay Jennifer more than $1 million in damages.
It's up to the particular judge how they find it. For example, we've had judges order as little as $1,000, and we've had judges order as much as $75,000 for a specific defendant.
It's a federal law. She's entitled to restitution. I think it's a good thing.
Over the last year, defendants have been ordered to pay Jennifer nearly $250,000. She's received less than a quarter of that. Still, a special needs trust has been established to help her manage the money.
It's been an incredible blessing because I haven't ever had been able to pay for things that I need, like contacts, so it was always a struggle for everything, and it's helped with those somewhat.
Jennifer wants to use that money to pay for her extensive counseling in school. She's studying to become a computer forensic scientist like Feehan, who she says is now her mentor.
I want to help other people because if they catch people with these pictures, then it's preventing them from hurting others.
The truth is, Jennifer still has days when she hurts. Because of the abuse, she struggles with depression, her future, even her feelings for her father.
I can get angry if I think about things, but it's never deep-seated. Just their actions, not the person.
But she urges those experiencing what she went through to speak up and get help.
Like a teacher or somebody that they would trust, and also that things can get better.
If you or someone you know may be a victim of sexual abuse or abuse of any kind, you should contact the Center for Prevention of Abuse at 691-0551.